officially board members once you're sworn.
I just want to say before we get started, it's an honor and a privilege to do this. I state your name. Do hereby swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and that I will, to the best of my ability, faithfully perform and discharge the duties of my office as a member of the Mentor Exempted Village School District Board of Education. I state your name.
I, Thomas B. Tuttle,
Do hereby swear
do hereby swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
faithfully perform
faithfully perform
and discharge
and discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as a member
as a member
of the Mentor Exempted Village
of the Mentor Exempted Village
School District
School District
Board of Education.
Board of Education.
Thank you, Judge Travis. Mr. Wilson, will you call the roll?
Mrs. Briner?
Here.
Ms. Jisling?
Present.
Mr. Shaw? Here. Mr. Tuttle?
Here.
Ms. Miller?
Here. Okay, would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I would like to ask for nominations for the President of the Board of Education.
I'd like to nominate Sally Miller.
Second.
Mr. Wilson, will you call the roll? Or is there anyone else? Any other nominations? Mr. Wilson, will you call the roll?
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. At this time, I'd like to ask for nominations for the Vice President for the Mentor Board of Education.
I nominate Virginia Jeschling.
Second.
Are there any other nominations? Mr. Wilson, will you please call the roll?
Ms. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. At this time, we are to appoint the board representatives to the OSBA Legislative Liaison, the OSBA Student Achievement Liaison, and the Mentor Schools Foundation. Would you like to continue as liaisons?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and I will also.
Do you want me to take over Mentor Schools Foundation?
You can if you'd like, yeah.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
At this time, I'd like a motion to establish the place and time for the regular meetings of the Board of Education.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. We now need to establish the Board of Education Service Fund for 2016. A motion, please.
So moved.
Second?
Call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. And to provide for the employment of legal counsel for the Board of Education.
So moved.
Second?
Call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. And a motion, please, for the approval of the membership into the Ohio School Boards Association for 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. And a motion, please, for the approval of membership into the Ohio School Boards Association Legal Assistance Fund for 2016.
So
So-
moved.
second.
Second.
Mary.
Okay, got it.
Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. And a motion for the approval of membership to the National School Boards Association for 2016.
So
So moved.
moved. Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion for the appointment of a hearing officer.
So moved.
Second.
Who would that be?
Call the roll, please.
Who's the hearing officer? That's you, Dan?
No, it's our superintendent, Matt, or his designee, and these are for student discipline matters. Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mr. Mill?
Yes.
Ms. Miller, I'm sorry.
A motion to appoint a compliance officer.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. If we could have a motion, please, for the authorization for the superintendent to establish Class Bs, student fees, and other appropriate fees.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion authorizing the compensation for some miscellaneous duties performed by certificated and classified staff members.
So moved.
Second.
Good, Jimmy. Mary.
Call the roll.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion to authorize for the Director of Business Operations to advertise for bids pursuant to Section 3313.46 of the revised code.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion authorizing the treasurer to file real estate complaints.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion to request the advance payment of funds from county treasurer.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion to authorize for the submission of grants and funding programs.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion authorizing the treasurer to maintain petty cash and change funds.
So
So
moved.
moved. Second.
Call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion to authorize selected student activity program contracts.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion authorizing the non-salary
Remuneration.
yes, for employees.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll?
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. Motion dispensing with separate resolutions approving checks.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll?
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. A motion dispensing with separate resolutions approving checks.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll?
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
It's just approving checks, approving purchase orders. Nope, we're good.
Okay. A motion authorizing the blanket purchase orders.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Is that Mary?
Yeah.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
Nope, we're good.
Can adjourn?
Yes. Need a motion.
Motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll?
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. The organizational meeting is adjourned. The January 12, 2016 tax budget hearing of the Matter Exempted Village Board of Education is called to order. This meeting is being held in accordance with Section 5705.30 of the Ohio Revised Code. Mr. Wilson, will you please call the roll?
Mrs. Briner?
Here.
Ms. Jisling?
Present.
Mr. Shaw?
Here.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now open the hearing to the public. Mr. Wilson, please present and review the 2016-2017 budget.
Well, thank you. As you indicated, Ohio Revised Code, Chapter 5705, requires that annually on or before January 15th, the Board of Education adopt the tax budget which establishes need during the 2016-2017 year for the funds available as previously authorized by voters of the school district. We treat this as a compliance issue and also an insurance policy, and we use our 5-year forecast as a basis for completing the document, but also recognize that from time to time there's unexpected collection of delinquent tax revenues, or last year the sale of tax liens that produce tax revenues. So we increase our forecast numbers by $10 million for general fund and by $500,000 for the permanent improvement fund, based on documented needs to address deferred maintenance and instructional technology needs in the two funds, in order to ensure that all available revenues are collected by the county auditor and county treasurer. Our true budgeting cycle will begin in the spring when we update the 5-year fiscal projections, and then begin to work with the superintendent on documenting department budgets and building budgets for the coming school year. So tonight will place us in compliance. We'll ask for adoption of the tax budget during the regular meeting, but we are required to conduct this public hearing and give anyone that so desires an opportunity to offer comments on the budget.
Anyone have any comments on the tax budget for the 2016-17 tax budget? Okay, the tax meeting is adjourned.
Motion and second.
Oh, I'm sorry, a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll?
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes, now.
There we go.
Okay. The 16 regular meeting of the Mentor Exempted Village Board of Education is called to order. This meeting is being held in accordance with Section 3313.15 of the Ohio Revised Code. Mr. Wilson, will you call the roll, please?
Mrs. Briner?
Here.
Ms. Jisling?
Present.
Mr. Shaw?
Here.
Mr. Tuttle?
Here.
Ms. Miller?
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to welcome everyone to the January 12, 2016 regular meeting of the Mentor Village Exempted Board of Education. Prior to this meeting, each board member has received for their review and consideration the agenda and materials associated with each agenda item. For the board's approval via the district's paperless Board of Education agenda system, Board Docs. The public can access the agenda through the school district's website. The agenda is available through the district's website for public viewing the Sunday prior to the board meeting. Board members have the opportunity to call the superintendent and the chief financial officer for information concerning agenda items and to request, if needed, additional information. There are two places on the agenda when the board entertains comments from the community. The first hearing of the public is dedicated to those who wish to address the board on agenda items only. The second hearing of the public is dedicated to those who wish to address the board on any subject, whether it is an item on the agenda or another issue. When addressing the board, please state your name. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. Please address questions to the president. This meeting is being televised on a delayed basis and will be shown on the Time Warner cable channel 96.96 in Mentor and 96.22 in Mentor on the Lake. This meeting is also being videotaped and will be shown on our YouTube channel, Cardinal TV, Mentor, Ohio. Please place your mobile telephones on silent during the meeting. Would ask for approval of the minutes from the December 8th, 2015 special meeting, the December 8th, 2015 regular meeting, the December 15th special meeting, and the January 4th special meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes. At this time, I would like to ask for any hearing from the public on agenda items only. Okay, thank you. Mr. Miller, the superintendent's agenda and report and recommendations.
Thank you, Ms. Miller. Madam President and members of the board, I have the following recommendations and recommend approval of consent agenda items 5A1 through 5A4.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
Thank you. Madam President and members of the board, January is School Board Recognition Month. The entire Mentor Schools community thanks you for everything you do to make this school system so successful. Tonight, we have the students from Sterling-Morton Elementary School who have a presentation for you. I will ask Principal Jackie Sturm to begin the presentation.
Madam President, members of the board, Mr. Miller, Mr. Wilson, needless to say, we are thrilled to be invited to present in honor of Board Recognition Month. Our theme for you this evening is Superheroes for Our Schools. You are a team of extraordinary people who voluntarily tackle the enormous job of governing our school district. You take on difficult jobs and shoulder enormous responsibilities. Your actions and decisions affect the present and future lives of our children. They benefit every day from your hard work and contribution of long hours. We thank you for your unfailing commitment to the success of our students. There's so much pride that comes along with being a Mentor Cardinal. No one can tell you this better than our 5th grade student council members.
Hello, I'm Corinne Greenlee.
And I am Jonathan Reeves.
At Sterling-Morton, we use the acronym PRIDE as a guideline to encourage us to be the best people we can be. We are taught to persevere when things are difficult, respect all of our classmates, teachers, and ourselves. We are expected to show integrity in all situations. We embrace diversity and treat everyone fairly, and we strive for excellence in everything we do.
You could say that pride is our way of life and our way of measuring success at Sterling-Morton. We are here today to thank you, Mr. President, members of the board, Mr. Miller, and Mr. Wilson, for showing all 5 pride qualities in your job, and while doing that, making our learning experience the best it can be. Thank you for showing your cardinal pride, and please know that our pride shines brighter because of you.
Hello, I am Lexi Simons.
And I am Brianna Chuba.
Thank you, members of the board, for supporting our principal and teachers to create a positive, safe learning environment at our school. We love Sterling-Morton, and thank you for focusing to make it a fun place where learning is important, but healing for us is number 1. We know it is easy to get caught up with test scores, and we appreciate your perseverance to care about us more than anything.
Hello, I'm Ryan Pershing.
And I am Nolan Breedy.
Thank you, members of the board, for keeping our schools bully-free. When there's no bullying in school, it makes for a better environment, a better learning experience, and it makes us better people. Thank you for respecting us.
Hello, I'm Juliana Gumbelson.
And I'm Maddie Burnett.
We would like to start off by saying thank you for showing integrity. We are in our last year at Sterling-Morton and are almost finished with elementary school. However, we were enrolled at Headlands for kindergarten. We were sure we would love it for many more years to come. Sadly, you had to make a hard choice. You decided to turn the school into CARES. Of course, we were sad at first and nervous to go to a new school. Then something happened. Near the end of the school year, students, along with Miss Petrino, came to Headlands and gave a presentation. They passed out pins with buttons on them and pencils that were all decorated with frogs. Everyone smiled. Just by that small gesture, they had made so many kids feel so much better about going to a new school. You passed on those pride qualities to them and then to us.
On top of that, it could not have been easy to make that choice, but it turned out to be the right one. Even though that choice affected hundreds of kids, they ended up thriving at their new school. So when you had to make a decision like that, thank you for taking everyone into consideration and making the best choice for everyone. It certainly was not easy, but you did it. Our first day at Morton was awesome, and we had great teachers.
And a great art teacher.
And every day since then has been the same. Awesome. All we can say now is thank you for showing integrity in everything you do and
for helping make our schools a better place to learn.
Hello, I am Chase Hall.
And I am Joey Jonke.
Thank you, members of the board, for embracing diversity and making our school a home for students with special needs. We absolutely love the MD classes at Sterling-Morton. Every morning we greet the kids and walk them to class. We spend our recess hanging out with them and have created a buddy schedule that has become one of the most popular activities at school.
During assemblies, we sit with our buddies and help make them feel more comfortable in crowded situations. When they smile at us, it melts our heart. A warm hug every day is good for anyone. I feel like someone at school needs me and looks up to me and has made our school better than it was before. Having students in our school with special needs has made me a better person. Thank you.
Hello, I am Daniel Casey.
And I'm Max Sutton.
Thank you, members of the board, for investing in all the things that make our school excellent. We are grateful for the Chromebooks and iPads that we get to use daily, and we are lucky to have a beautiful, clean school. We also are so glad that you see the importance in providing a balanced education for us. We love Pride assemblies, dancing with Morty, the Talking Art Museum, and playing on playground equipment.
It's fun to participate in after-school activities like juggling club, art club, and student council. School would be really boring if we didn't have art, music, and gym class every week. Most importantly, we are grateful for the best teachers that believe in us and help us to achieve excellence. Thank you for understanding that there are many parts to an excellent education and providing us with all of them.
Hello, I'm Marina Rader.
And I'm Nick Jarris.
And I'm Becca Hahn. Not only do we appreciate all that you do for us, but our entire school appreciates you as well. We asked the students at Sterling-Morton a few questions about you. It was fun to hear their idea of what a board member does for fun and how you spend your free time or what you actually do at work. We included you to Mr. Miller and Mr. Wilson because we understand what it means to be part of a team.
We took all their answers and put them together in these books for you. We really think you will enjoy their answers, and who knows, maybe they will give you some ideas. We also would like to celebrate you by singing our Pride song.
To us, you are superheroes. You make our life a safe place. You surround us by the most compassionate and caring teachers and staff that you can find. These books are a token of our appreciation for all you do for us. And on behalf of the students that attend Mentor Public Schools, I would like to say thank you. Our pride shines brighter because of you.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you very much.
These are so much.
Thank you. Love your tie there tonight, young man.
You guys sounded great. Good job.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
You guys are phenomenal.
I can't wait to read the book.
Might not get past the picture.
I know.
Thank you to the Sterling-Morton students and staff for putting that together. That was really neat. This was certainly one of the highlights as an administrator or as a school board member, I think, that we get to see, and really makes a January board meeting a lot of fun. So we appreciate all the work that went into that. That song, it was nice. We had the kids talking a little bit about academics and about respect and things like that, but we also coupled that with the arts and music program, so well-rounded, and kudos to all the kids. You did a great job, and certainly put a smile on all of our faces. So thank you. At this point, we're going to continue with our board meeting, but if any of the parents or students want to leave, we would certainly understand, and we won't be offended. Now would be the time to duck out, as it were. Not that we don't want you here, but we understand a nightly event and snow, so drive safe.
Totally awesome.
Sweet kids.
You're so clever. M. Makes it all worthwhile. Remember that. Yeah. There's a lot there, too. Those pages.
That is a pretty tough act to follow, but I'm going to try my best. I will not be singing. Madam President and members of the board, the current service facility for Mentor Schools was constructed in 1985. Since 1986, we have dedicated this facility to those who have put forth extra effort to provide the best possible educational environment for the students to the Mentor Schools community. To date, we have honored 84 exemplary employees. It is my privilege this year to present this award to 2 recipients and their family members. We're going to start with Dr. Larry Disbrow. Larry, come on up, please. Larry Disbrow started his longtime relationship with the Mentor Public Schools in September of 1971 as a custodian at Headlands Elementary, staying on until January of 1973. Larry then went on to pursue his own education, starting his career as a 4th grade teacher at H.N. Kimball Elementary in Madison. Larry returned to the district in August of '90 as a junior high principal. After spending a few years at Memorial Junior High, he moved to the board office to serve as Assistant Superintendent, Personnel and Community Relations from '94 to 2005, and Assistant Superintendent K-12 up until his retirement the summer of 2006. Larry's other interests include Civil War reenactments, something both he and his wife enjoy, being involved in Mentor High School's Alumni Association and the Mentor Schools Foundation. On Larry's nomination form, his colleagues wrote, "Larry was more than an effective educator and administrator. He always treated students, staff, and community members with courtesy, kindness, and respect." And I will, just on a side note, Larry's wife, Mrs. Disbrow, and Larry's mother, Mrs. Disbrow, both won the same award. So in his family, he's the 3rd-time winner. So we'd like to thank Larry for his years of dedicated service. Congratulations. You want to say anything?
I have to say, I was absolutely blessed to work for the Mentor Schools. My tenure at Memorial Junior High School, I was surrounded by outstanding teachers and staff. That all the decisions were always made in the best interest of kids, and we worked very hard there. And then as personnel, I look out in the audience and I see some of my former colleagues from the personnel office, and I just stayed out of their way mostly and let them do their job. Ladies and gentlemen, we are blessed. This is a district that is you can't compare it to anything else. This is an absolute exemplary school district, and our Board of Education continues this excellence and has your superintendent, Mr. Miller. Oh, this is the time I can get you good. No, absolutely outstanding as well. We are blessed, and I appreciate this very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry. Our next honoree is Mrs. Suzanne Karlovic. Suzanne? Suzanne started her career in 1985 as an educational aide at Bellflower Elementary and Hopkins Elementary. In 2001, she began as an office aide at Center Street School, where she remained until its closing in 2004. She then returned to Hopkins Elementary as an office aide until her retirement in 2014. She retired after 30 years at the end of the 2015 school year. On Sue's nomination form, her colleagues wrote, "Sue's priority has always been the students in her buildings. She would love when they would come into the office and share their work with her or read a story to her. Their safety was also of utmost importance to her, taking the time to call parents whenever a student was confused with what they were to do at the end of the day. Even in very difficult situations, she would remain calm. With her many years of service, she encountered many former students. She's always remembered them and inquired about their lives and families. To continue to keep in touch with students and staff, she volunteers at Hopkins Elementary in the lunchroom on Fridays, and the students are thrilled to see her. She is very deserving of this award. Thank you, Sue, for your dedication to the district and to our families."
I would like to thank the people who nominated me, and I would like to thank Mentor Schools for giving me the privilege to work for them for 30 years. I enjoyed my time there. I loved the children, and it feels so good when you go into a public place and you see a former student who's a grown man now, and he gives you a hug. That happened to me yesterday, and it's very thrilling that the kids still care about me. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Suzanne. Madam President and members of the board, at this point we're going to shift and discuss and talk about our community planning group that we just completed. We had 4 very successful meetings with this group that numbered just over 50 people. I've shared a few documents with you about the process, but it was important for us as a district as we move forward and start planning for the next several years. Members of the community planning group are in the audience tonight, and they're going to make a presentation about the 4 sessions that they attended. And we are going to start with Ms. Dion Dimitro. Dion?
Good evening, Madam President, members of the board, Mr. Miller, Mr. Wilson, guests. Hello, my name is Dion Dimitro, and I serve as Director of Student Success at Lakeland Community College. With me this evening, we have Sarah DeFranco, Pastor Tim Potter, Ron Traub, and Chief Searles. The 5 of us in a cross-representative group of over 50 residents, as Mr. Miller mentioned, including business, nonprofit, civic, mental health, higher education, parent, neighborhood leaders came together to meet 4 times over the past 3 months to create an outline for the Mentor Schools 3 to 5 year strategic plan. If there are any other members of the community planning group in the audience, would you please stand now and be recognized? I know, Mr. Disbrow, Dr. Disbrow. Thank you. Thank you. The community planning group was brought together out of the recognition that as the Mentor School sets its course for the future, that it's critical to understand how your stakeholders and community leaders perceive the role of schools in the community and the role of key organizations in supporting public education. The community planning group meetings included in-depth presentations about the current state of academics, technology, finance, and facilities, followed by engaging exercises designed to solicit input from the participants. For these exercises, we worked in small groups, bringing our unique backgrounds and perspectives together to identify growing community and global trends, skills gaps, and resource needs. The end result of these planning sessions is a strategic planning outline with goals and accompanying initiatives for the Mentor School District to better position itself to be able to provide every student with the tools necessary to succeed in college, career, and beyond. Administrators and staff can use this outline to develop a full-fledged 3 to 5 year strategic plan. The focus areas included curriculum and instruction, finance, facilities and technology, and community partnerships. Now I'm going to turn it over to Sarah DeFranco.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah DeFranco, and I am a real estate agent at Remax Results, and I'm also a proud Mentor Schools parent as well. Our goal for curriculum and instruction is Mentor Public Schools will provide all students with the content and skills necessary to become global, independent, productive, and successful citizens. The 4 initiatives we identified include offer a series of parent-focused online tutorials and resources based on the grade level of the student. Number 2, work with the Family and Consumer Sciences Department, develop a course that is dedicated to real-world career readiness skills, including financials, independent living, job readiness, wellness, and communication. 3, provide continuing professional development with all staff members to sustain a balance between technological and other educational mediums. And 4, develop a program that starts in the elementary schools and continues through a student's career aligned with goal development to increase self-motivated and self-initiated learners. Next, Pastor Potter will discuss the finance category.
Hello, my name is Tim Potter. I'm the senior pastor at Grace Church of Mentor and also a proud Mentor School parent. The finance goal determined by the community is continue to build the community trust that Mentor Public Schools are dedicated to educating all the students in the district and are good financial stewards of public funds. The initiatives of our group identified include educate the community about the fiscal needs and stewardship of Mentor Public Schools, passing a levy in the immediate future using community partners to communicate the message. Reach out to local, regional, national, and international businesses to seek funding for present and future initiatives, such as special needs programs, building or technology projects, and long-term investments like wind turbines and solar power. Hire a staff member to seek private funds and establish business relationships. Explore legislative initiatives to allow less restriction on school district investments and to restructure the state funding formula. Empower community partners, parents, and residents to be vocal supporters of the district by providing them with facts about school initiatives, programming, and funding. Ron Traub, a community member who also works for the City of Mentor, will now review the facilities and technology goals and initiatives. Thank you.
Mr. Miller and members of the board, it's a pleasure to be on the other side of the driveway. The Community Planning's Group Facilities and Technology goal over the next 5 years, we're encouraging the Mentor Public Schools to develop, implement, and maintain state-of-the-art, safe facilities and cutting-edge technology to enhance quality instruction for all students in the district and the needs of the community today and tomorrow. The 4 initiatives that we created to bring this forward: number 1, to develop, implement, and maintain the facilities plan for elementary, middle, and high schools within the next decade to provide consistent and a safe educational environment that meets the needs and anticipates the needs of the community. Number 2, to communicate and train students, parents, teachers, and staff on safe and secure protocols of the district, and to continue to nurture ongoing relationships with public safety officials in the city of Mentor. 3, to develop and implement and maintain a technology plan that provides up-to-date tools and balances online as well as traditional educational methods. And 4, to formulate and articulate what's going on. Mentor schools must communicate these and the plan to a broad group of stakeholders this year and into the future. And I'd like to introduce now my colleague, Chief Searles, who will be discussing community partnerships. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Bob Searles, and I have the privilege of serving as your fire chief. And Madam President, members of the board, on a personal note, I'd like to thank you and Mr. Miller and his staff for all that you do to keep our children safe. As Larry said, this is an excellent district, and the safety of our children, I know, is a top priority, and we appreciate and value the relationship that we have with you. Thank you. For community partnerships, the goal that was created was to continually address the needs of all children in the Mentor Public Schools through community partnerships to help them thrive as students and citizens. The initiatives that were developed is 1, to develop strong families by working with Job and Family Services, Crossroads, Lake County Board of Development Disabilities, Lake Health, Lake County Adams Board, and the churches to enhance and to protect the mental, physical, emotional, and social health of all children. Number 2, to build shared responsibility between nonprofit service groups and the school district to be involved and willing to teach children about civic responsibility, to provide volunteer opportunities, and to recognize their role in developing the next generation of leaders. Number 3 was to expose students to career exploration at an early age and offer ongoing education to prepare them for life after high school. By partnering with businesses for job shadowing, internships, and transit partner to help ensure students can take advantage of those opportunities, students will be able to make a more informed career choice. Number 4, identify and secure business partners to enhance all aspects of Mentor Public Schools. Number 5, working closely with Lakeland Community College to develop curriculum that is transferable and increase the awareness of access to college courses while students are still in high school. I know I speak for the other members of the group that participated, and it was quite an experience. As was mentioned, there were over 50 members who met. Some of those include the United Way, Mentor Public Library, Cardinal Community Credit Union, Mentor Senior Center, Lake National Bank, and Crossroads, and that's just to name a few. It was an honor and a privilege to sit with a group of dedicated community leaders and discuss something as important as the education of our youngest citizens. We look forward to strengthening those bonds and working together as we continue what we just got started. And again, I want to thank you for all the support that you give to us.
I cannot thank the committee enough for all their work, and as Chief just mentioned, it's really the start, and we will certainly be re-engaging. This was, in my mind, phase one. Phase two would be to have our staff, and we're working with a group of staff members representing all the cross sections of our district and our buildings to take the work that this group started to the next level and help develop our strategic mission and vision. I can't thank you enough for your time at the meetings and for coming tonight on a blustery, snowy night, but I appreciate the commitment that you all have certainly shown the district, and also the other gentlemen in the back of the room who are also part and came tonight to support their colleagues. So thank you. Appreciate it very much. And just like the kids, we'll let the adults go too, who have to get home as well. Certainly understand that, but thank you. But you're welcome to stay. Madam President and members of the board, I'm recommending approval of the revised 2016-2017 school year calendar, changing the compensatory day from Election Day, November 8th, 2016 to November 23rd, 2016, which is the Monday after Thanksgiving.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll?
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
Thank you. Madam President and members of the board, I'm recommending that the 2017-2018 school year calendar be approved, with the first day of students being August 17th, 2017, and the last day for students being May 24th, 2018.
So moved.
Second. Call the roll?
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
Thank you. Madam President, members of the board, I'm recommending approval of agenda item C1 related to certified staff, and item C2, C3, C4, and 5, all related to human resource matters, including tonight's addendum that was placed before you.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll?
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
Thank you. That concludes my part of tonight's agenda.
Thank you. At this time, is there any business that needs to be discussed, board business? No? Mr. Tuttle, is there a legislative report?
Not this one. State legislators took a little time off. I did too. So I apologize.
Mr. Wilson, please, for the presentation.
I'm pleased tonight to call up Rebecca Wydowski, who represents Auditor of State Dave Yost, who is here to make a presentation to us, and then I would like to also introduce our Treasurer's Office staff. So, Rebecca.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca Wadowski, and I'm the Northeast Regional Liaison for Auditor of State Dave Yost. My region includes Cuyahoga, Lake Lorraine, Geauga, and Ashtabula. I'm here today to present Mr. Wilson the Auditor of State Award with Distinction. The Auditor of State Award with Distinction is given to those entities that file an annual CAFR and timely financial report in accordance with GAAP, as well as receive a clean audit report. The clean audit report means that your financial audit did not contain findings for recovery, material citation, material weakness, significant deficiencies, single audit findings, or any question cost. This is the highest award the State Auditor's Office gives. So congratulations again on receiving the Auditor of State Award. Thank you.
Ms. Miller, Mr. Miller, if you would join me, I'd like to introduce our office staff. I'm very proud of our dedicated and hardworking staff. They love the district and are very passionate about supporting our faculty, our staff, and especially our students. They, more so than I, are the reasons that we've received this recognition tonight, which is the 5th consecutive year to be honored with the Auditor of State Award with Distinction and recognizing our 6th consecutive perfect audit. I'd like to ask now, I'll call up our two assistants and then alphabetically, Norm Funk, Debbie Wallen, Kathy Biggs, Mary Ann DeMichael, Glendine Epperson, Jackie Locke, Rita McNeely, Crystal Pierce, Patty Starkey, Gail Stindler, Judy Willett, and unable to be with us tonight, Diane Williams, and finally, Sherry Witt.
Thank you so much. Good for us.
And if you'd be kind enough to gather at the far end of the stage there, we would like to get a photograph. And Rebecca, if you could join us.
Let me get out of the photo.
And a big thank you from the board to all of you. Congratulations.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming late. Congratulations. Thanks for coming out.
Madam President, if I may ask permission to follow our superintendent's lead and allow these folks to get home so they
That
can
would be fine.
work
Thank you.
bright and early
That
in the
would be
morning.
fine.
You have ulterior motives. I didn't.
Are we going to you want to give them a minute to get their codes and things? You want to go on?
We go on.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, the Chief Financial Officer's report and recommendations.
Yes, I recommend approval of the financial statements for the month of December 2015 and that they be placed on file for audit.
So moved.
Second.
And I would note that we had a very normal, somewhat predictable month. We're tracking very close to both budget and to last year's actual activity. To date, we have collected 49.6% of budgeted income with 50% of the year completed, and we're currently underspending our budget by 5.9% with 43.6% spent, again with half the year. A little bit of that is a timing issue, and it will pick up in the spring, but we believe we're having a very prudent, successful expense year to date.
Okay, thank you. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
It's recommended the investment transactions for the month of December 2015 be ratified.
So moved.
Second.
And call the roll, please.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
It's recommended the Board of Education approve the interfund transfers listed in Exhibit 7-C.
So moved.
Second.
And I would only note that this is wrapping up some transfer of funds to follow our students from Rice Elementary School to the new school of attendance for our students. So a little bit more than usual activity this month.
Notice that. Thank you.
Thank you, yes. Call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
It's recommended the Board of Education approve the supplemental appropriations listed in Exhibit 7-D.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
It's recommended the Board of Education approve the supplemental appropriations listed in Exhibit 7-E.
So moved.
Second.
And call the roll, please.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
It's recommended the Board of Education approve one invoice presented for approval in Exhibit 7-F.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
And as a follow-up to our tax budget hearing earlier this evening, I recommend that the Board of Education approve the fiscal year 2016-2017 tax budget as presented at the hearing earlier this evening.
So moved.
Second.
And call the roll.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
And I recommend the Board of Education approve and recertify the tax rates as presented by the Lake County Auditor's Office and found in Exhibit 7-H.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
And that completes my
Thank you, Mr.
items
Wilson.
this evening. Thank you.
Any unfinished business? No, ma'am. Any new business? No? Hearing of the public at this time? Yes?
Thank you. Madam President, members of the board, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Miller, thank you for allowing me a few minutes here to speak tonight. From what I just heard with the community planning group.
Excuse me,
wow.
could you just state your name and your address?
Okay, my
please?
name is Rich Burson. I am with an organization called MCPC. And I just, first of all, would like to say, wow. You know, this community planning group that you have and the things that you're doing here with the schools is just unbelievable. And I think it falls in line a little bit with what I want to talk to you about here tonight. So my organization, we work with institutions and with companies around managed print services. But the reason why I'm here tonight is I wanted to come and talk to you about the STEM program in Ohio. I've worked with superintendents and educators alike throughout Northeast Ohio who potentially might be struggling with the concept of engaging both teachers and students in the design of, or in the concept of 3D design and 3D printing. What we hear is that they might already have the technology in place, but they don't have a structured curriculum to be effectively teach the technology, or that they struggle to teach outside of the textbook. Some of the things that I hear most often when I address these people is that they say, well, we might already have these printers, but once we have them, what do we do with them? How do we make something? How do we teach with them? But the number one thing that I hear most often is, how does this align with the next generation science standards or the curriculum that the state of Ohio has handed down to us? Now, I don't know if these are concerns or challenges for the Mentor school system or not, but if they are, I would like the opportunity to come back and sit down and discuss these challenges and concerns with you to see if there's anything we can do to help. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other hearing of the public? At this time, we're going to move to executive session, and there won't be a vote after executive session. Is that correct? All right.
Need a motion and second, please.
Please, a motion to move to executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Tuttle?
Yes.
Mrs. Briner?
Yes.
Ms. Jisling?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
And for the record, the purpose of executive sessions, conduct a performance review of the superintendent.
Good night.